ceramide, cholesterol, and fatty acids. This is something that I needed. That has literally changed my game.
아, 동아제야? 동아제야. 동아제 알지.
I made a little chart for you guys using ChatGPT. The biggest beauty distributor of Korea is 1, 2, 3, 4. Where are my soul sisters? Let me hear y'all flow, sister. Hello my unicorns, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. I'm extra happy today because spring is here in Korea and it is so beautiful. Right now it's cherry blossom season. I know that a lot of you guys are also visiting Korea as well. I've just had my cinnamon iced latte from Pulpaset. That's my favorite jam, so I'm extra happy to see you guys. Okay, first of all, as you've seen it in the thumbnails, today we're going to be talking about a checklist that you can have when you're choosing the right products for yourself from all the trending K-beauty products. There are so many these days, right? Of course, you can check the ingredient list, you can check out product reviews. Third, maybe you have your own ways, to find your favorite product that you do want to try out. But I do want to share some checklists for you today, so let's get started. So the first one, no doubt the biggest beauty distributor of Korea is OLIVEYOUNG. It's no exaggeration to say that all the hottest Korean beauty products are gathered here. Every street you see in Korea, you'll literally see at least 1 or 2 OLIVEYOUNG offlines, and you can literally find every product for skincare, makeup, these days devices, hair care, body care, even supplements, snacks, and even alcohol sometimes. And everything is in the convenience of this one little spot. So it's literally like a candy land for every single person that visits, and you just hang out there and have your own little healing time. It literally feels like a safe haven for me personally. I love going visiting. Like, I have to admit, sometimes I would go 5 to 6 times, just you know what I'm saying? If it's just there, I would just walk in automatically. It's just a thing that I have to do. And of course, for the product, you will be checking the ingredient list and other factors. But if it is on OLIVEYOUNG Korea or OLIVEYOUNG Global offline online, most likely it is a good product for you to check out. All right, the second checklist is K-pharmacy. Now, Korean consumers are wanting more than just another skincare product. They are always on the hunt for the next product that has been proven for its effectiveness. As you know, these days, every tourist that's visiting Korea, they don't have just the OLIVEYOUNG shopping list, but they also have a K-pharmacy must-buy list. I also make a lot of K-pharmacy content because I do believe that the products are so good. And a lot of my friends and unicorns, they DM me with K-pharmacy recommendations as well. And because Mama Cho is a pharmacist, a lot of my friends from LA, they always, call me up or they cacao me and they're like,
Uni, you have to make sure that you stock up on all the PDRN ointments or all the, the ointments that's hard to get these days.
Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to have it for them. And because Mama Cho does hook you up with a little bit of discounts and things like that. But do keep in mind that the ointments that's offered at the Korean pharmacies, they do offer high percentages of certain ingredients, that can be tricky. So make sure that you always check the how-tos and do a safe test beforehand. Now on top of this, a lot of people are researching for the sister cosmetic brands of the pharmaceutical companies. Why? Because they have the access to years of expertise, the unique ingredients, advanced technology. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why in Korea these days, a lot of the brands and a lot of the products from the sister company of the pharmaceutical companies are becoming more popular and people are wanting to get their hands on them. The third checklist is beauty apps, and Koreans absolutely adore these top beauty apps and they check religiously. You can check the rankings of the products, you can check product reviews, you can check ingredient lists, you can check recommendations. There are so many things to look at. However, they don't offer it in English yet. But the #1 beauty app of Korea, which is HWAHAE, they have an official English website now that you can see, and the rankings are the same and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I will talk about these apps and the sites in just a little bit, so stay tuned in. All right, guys, let me introduce you to a brand that checks off on the 3 lists that we just talked about. OLIVEYOUNG, K-pharmacy, and on beauty apps. They have won #1 spot multiple times. This is a brand called FATION. FATION has won the #1 spot on OLIVEYOUNG in multiple different categories. pores. Not only are they loved for their famous trouble line, but also for pore line and also their body washes, and they have so many different other products that Korean consumers absolutely love and is very popular, especially when it comes to skin with concerns of acne, sensitivity, and troubled skin. FATION is one of the most well-known, popular, and trusted brands. And a lot of people do think about FATION as the #1 brand, and all the #1 rankings at OLIVEYOUNG, they do prove it. First, they won people's hearts over with their trouble line. Now, after you have your acne under control, what's the second skin concern that gets to you? It's definitely your pores. They become more visible due to the excessive sebum and all the, concerns that you had from your acne, right? So they came out with their pore line. FATION's pore serum has a rating of 4.9 out of 5 on OLIVEYOUNG, which is really high, with many overall positive reviews that totals to more than 4,000 reviews. Now, from this amazing #1 pore line, a really good retinol cleanser was created to focus on unclogging of pores, improving of your skin texture, to even pore tightening. It's the FATION Noska 9 Deep Pore Cleansing Foam. It has a very fun, stretchy, s'more-like foam texture. It has a very chewy, elastic texture that you just want to play with. But don't let this fun texture fool you, because it absorbs hidden sebum deep into the pores with FATION's patent retinol formula. So it unclogs deep within the pores. Even though it has a very thorough cleansing effect, your skin will feel so moisturized afterwards with a very clean, refreshed finish without the drying out part. So in total, I've been using this cleanser for about 5 months now, even before its launch. And I honestly can say that this is like the cleanser that I have been adding into my routine every single day for both day and night routine. I did switch it off sometimes to test something else or just for enzyme powder washes. But besides that, this has been my staple in my cleansing routine. So the biggest difference that I see is that I see of less oil. I mean, we need oil. We need good oil for our skin to have that perfect amount of moisture and balance. But excessive sebum, that's what really makes us break out and causes other skin concerns. I have really oily T-zone, so it's really oozing of oil, especially around my T-zone and butterfly zone in the morning, but I see less of it compared to the days I didn't use a product in my cleansing routine. And I can confidently say that ever since I've added this cleanser, I do break out less. And as you guys know, I love my blackhead nose masks, right? I do need it for my blackheads. I need it for my sebaceous filaments. I use about 2 to 3 times a week, especially for the warmer weather. But ever since I've added this cleanser into my routine, I've noticed that I use less of the blackheads, which proves that there's less buildups. So I definitely have less concerns of blackheads and sebaceous filaments buildup, which I feel like it's really big for me because that's one of the biggest pet peeves ever. So if you are looking for a really good cleanser for your pore concerns or skin texture improvement or controlling sebum, or overall because it's warmer weather, you want something that will just help with the extra cleansing effect, I feel like you're gonna absolutely love it. Now, another crucial factor that you have to check out for this baby right here, it has been made as a sister brand of one of the most popular and well-known pharmaceutical companies in Korea. Donga Pharmaceuticals have been around for ages. It's been 90 plus years of their expertise, advanced technology, years of research. Now, let me just tell you, okay? If you're like every single Korean, they know what 동아제약 is. If you're like,
아, 동아제야? 동아제야. 동아제약 알지.
everyone and their mothers will know what 동아제약 is because this is a brand that's been around and it's the top pharmaceutical brand. So this cleanser actually uses Donga Pharmaceuticals' patent pore care ingredient. It's called the Nano Retinol RX Complex. So this cleanser actually uses retinol, which is a very popular and trending ingredient for pore care. And retinol is less irritating than retinol and is more easily absorbed into the skin. Now, retinol is already easier to use than retinol in general, but Donga Pharmaceuticals makes it even more gentle by encapsulating and wrapping it in around Sekorji combination. Sekorji stands for ceramide, cholesterol, and fatty acids. By the way, that's a very snappy term that a lot of Korean skincare enthusiasts use. So overall, what does this mean exactly? it makes the formula more gentle so that it can be used even for sensitive skin. So it's perfect for retinol beginner users, and you can use it for both day and night routine every single day, and it still won't be irritating for your skin. With that said, the last point that I'm gonna make about this cleanser, I think is very noteworthy. Now, when you think about retinol formulas, you see it a lot in serum or cream type of category. But it is so rare to find it in cleanser foam type of category. This is very unique, and with FATION, this is possible because they have the access to Dongha Pharmaceuticals' unique patent ingredients and their advanced technology. And if you do want to see more visible and quicker results for your pore concerns, please do try it with the serum and cream. I feel like the whole pore line, you will absolutely love it. Right now on Amazon, they're having a really good deal, so I will leave all the details here, so please do check it out. All right, guys, so now let's talk about K Pharmacy Rex. I know that a lot of you guys want the recommendations for these popular ointments, so let's go. The very first product is ACNON. I absolutely love this, and ACNON as well is also from Dongha Pharmacy, so you know how popular and you know how famous that pharmaceutical company is in Korea. But anyways, I absolutely love this. I always have a backup of this as well. If you have acne prone skin, especially the big old red breakouts that you get and you just cannot do anything about it, it's not ready to be popped or anything, you just need it to calm down. I have a lot of those inflammatory acnes, and it is just perfect for those. This one combines anti-inflammatory, antibacterial properties to effectively treat acne and prevent new breakouts. It's ideal for individuals with purulent or red acne, offering targeted relief and promoting more clear skin. So these ointments, you do have to get it when you visit Korea, or you have to ask your friend or homie that is visiting Korea to get it. But this is something that it's a staple. Like, I need it. And especially when I have a very important day the next day, and you know you have one that's like coming at you, you have a feeling, you have a gut, you have your sixth sense that it's gonna pop up right there on the spot. If I put it there, a very thin layer, usually like 99.9% of the time, the breakouts, it doesn't come out. So this, I don't use it always, but sometimes I use it almost like as a prevention method as well for the specific spots that I always break out in. So yes, this is wonderful, and I love you, and I'm grateful for Mama Cho for always hooking me up with discounts, but yes, this is good. All right, so up next is the famous, yes, she is the talk of the town these days. It is the PDRN ointment right here. So in Korea, we do call it Rejuvenex, which I think in English will be like Rejuvenex and things like that. But anyways, now, as you guys know, PDRN is a powerful ingredient from salmon DNA that is the talk of the town. And the reason is because it helps with repairing of the skin, reducing of the inflammation, and boosting collagen. It's great for anyone with damaged, sensitive, or aging skin who wants to heal and glow. Now, most of the cosmetic products out in the market that claims to have PDRN is about 0.02% to 0.08%. But the Rejuvenex, this PDRN ointment right here, has 0.3%, which is about 4 to 15 times more stronger, more potent than the cosmetic products. That's why this is selling like hotcakes. And one of the things I did want to mention is my mom actually let me know how much like around the pharmacy gets this for, and how much like her pharmacy sends it for. It's not her personal pharmacy, so wherever she works at, how much they sell it for. But I saw a reels where they were selling the 10 gram for double or triple the price, which is not good. So I don't know which pharmacy that is, so I wanted to call them out though, because that's not cool, you know what I'm saying? But usually, I think they do get it around for 23,000 won, 23,000원, and then they sell it for 35,000 won. And that's ideal, or even a little bit above or below. But the one that I saw, they were selling it for 8만 원, which is 80,000 won. So I'm like, no, that ain't cool. So I think they do that especially for areas in Myeongdong or like somewhere that a lot of tourists go to. And just calling that out just because I think that's not cool at all, and that's not fair. But I'm not 110% sure if the pharmacy was selling it for that. I just saw like a clip of it, of the pricing tag for 10 grams. I was like, I'm gonna let my unicorns know, you know? So, but anyways, keep that in mind. It is true though, if you go to many different pharmacies, they are out. So if you're like, okay, fine, I, know how much it is, but I do want to get it anyways because, it's that good, or you do want to try it, I think it's worth it. But for not even double, it wasn't more than double the price, I feel like it wasn't, and I gotta let my unicorns know what's up. So I just wanted to let you know on that part. But it is really good, and I love the combination of using it with the VT Riddle Shot 300 and then popping this baby here. I do feel like it is a game changer, and it is something that I really want you guys to be able to try out. All right, guys, so I know that a lot of people also love the K Pharmacy ointments, especially for unwanted hyperpigmentation, acne scars, and even sometimes sunspots and things like that. So let me introduce you to the 3 most popular ones. You have the Melanosa right here, you have the Domina, and you also have the Melatoning Cream. The Melanosa one is also from HWAHAE Pharmaceuticals, and this one I feel like it's the most potent, especially because it has 4% of hydroquinone and has strong skin brightening for dark spots, melasma, and pigmentation. This is best for people needing a prescription strength brightening treatment. Keep in mind that it's very potent, one of the highest over-the-counter hydroquinone levels in Korea. All right, so this one is also very popular. It's the Melatoning Cream. This is also from HWAHAE Pharmaceuticals, and it has 2% hydroquinone and it has melatonin. Overall, it's very excellent for hydration, improving skin elasticity, and supporting nighttime skin repair. So this is amazing not only for brightening pigmentation, but ideal for anti-aging and skin rejuvenation. I feel like this one is more gentle. It's more of like a cosmetic level type of brightening cream or anti-aging cream that you can use. Of course, you don't have to use a large amount of it. But yes, I really like this one. Next one is a Domina Hydroquinone Cream. This is also very popular, and this is by LG. The main purpose of this one is to help to remove pigmentation. This is very similar to the first one that I talked about, the Melanosa one, but available in lower strengths. So it has 2% for beginners or sensitive skin types. All right, you guys, and I made a little chart for you guys using ChatGPT that has literally changed my game. It literally feels like I have another co-worker that backs me up with these type of things. But anyways, yes. So it's a great chart to kind of organize the strength and the things that you need to look out for these ointments. So please make sure to capture. I'm gonna give you a few seconds, okay? All right, you guys, last but not least, let's talk about these beauty apps. I know that a lot of people use these beauty apps even though it's in Korean because they use like a second app to make sure that it translates it automatically and things like that. But it is that good, and a lot of Korean consumers actually check out reviews trusting these app reviews or app rankings to see if they should buy the product or not. So make sure to download these and do check it out. It's really fun to look at and to explore. I have my little notes here for the app, so let's get started. The very first one is for HWAHAE. HWAHAE, as I mentioned, is the #1 beauty app in Korea. And it was so interesting because I did not know that they have an English site now. They have an official English site where you can actually check it out, so which makes our life so much easier, you know? So the beauty app itself has 13 million plus downloads, 11 million plus registered users, and they offer ingredient analysis, product reviews, rankings, awards, ambulance, and so on. They have so many different categories, which is really fun to look at, especially as fellow, skincare geek and enthusiast. They have not only rankings for different like skin concerns, like oily skin type, normal skin type, this or that, but they have even for atopic concerns and specific concerns that I think will be very helpful. Also, I love that they have recommendations in different ages, not even just in teens, 20s, 30s, but they have 40 plus. I wish that they could make it for like 40, 50, 60, 70, like separately, because sometimes it can change a little bit. But anyways, yes. And as I mentioned, they have an official site now that is translated in English. I double checked to see if the rankings were same or if it was like a little bit different and things like that. But the rankings were same. And it was interesting to see because on HWAHAE official app, you can click onto the product, details, and then there's a site you can go to purchase a product. Here on the American side, they had Amazon affiliate like links. So they were saying like they can earn affiliate commission or something like that. But yeah, they did have some of the clickable links for the Amazon sites, which I thought was very interesting. And the second beauty app that is the most popular is the Glowpic. Glowpic is another really good app that I absolutely love and I am on it a lot. Glowpic has a concept that the rankings are chosen by the people, right? The people that have actually tried this product, that have actually loved this product. I really love Glowpic because they have really fun type of lists, like Taiso blushes. They have all the top rankings from Taiso blushes. It's very specific, you know, and they have the powder types like cream stick, liquid, and blush palette, so forth. I love these specific types, and you know that they're like geeking out, you know. They also have mascara rankings, and it's not just top mascara rankings, but it divides into volume mascara, long lash, curling, more mascara fixers, to even eyelash enhancing serums, which I found it so fun to just be on it, you know, to check out all the products and details and things like that. I hope that you can actually use the additional translating app because, you know, Glowpic doesn't offer the site in English yet, but it was very interesting to see. You can actually ask questions in the community. Like one of the girls were asking like, hey, what should I use to apply my Dior highlighter? So it was very specific. And the whole community and, you know, fellow skincare enthusiasts, they were like commenting down like, oh my gosh, like I tried this blush and it was so good. Or like, you know, I tried using my hands and it wasn't good or something like that. But it was kind of fun to see that, you know, as a fellow skincare enthusiast and beauty enthusiast, you can actually geek out together and just kind of share recommendations and your personal experience and stuff like that. So it was very specific. That's why I really loved Glowpic, and I hope that they can find somehow like HWAHAE to translate it in English, you know. That would be very, very helpful. The last app that I wanted to talk about is OLIVEYOUNG Korea. I remember, I think it was Serene who did a interview with OLIVEYOUNG official staff members, like the global marketers, and they were saying if you really want to know what's really popping in Korea, of course you can check out OLIVEYOUNG Global, but you should check OLIVEYOUNG Korea website. So you can actually see the rankings of the most sold products like right on the spot. It's live, you know, the rankings switch off like right then and there. So if you're like, I know what's popular in K-beauty products that's globally, but I really want to know what's happening in Korea, you know, it's really good to download the OLIVEYOUNG Korea app. And even though it is all in Korean, if you can check the rankings, I think that'll be very, very helpful for you to see. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I really hope that this was very helpful, you guys. Any other questions that you have, please leave it in the comments below. If you guys liked this type of recommendations for you know, beauty apps, and also for, you know, K-pharmacy ointments and things like that, or #1 rankings on OLIVEYOUNG, let me know. And my cinnamon latte, iced latte is definitely kicking in more and more as the time flies by. I love you, and I hope that you have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day today. And the official links I can find, I will leave it in the description below, so please do check it out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! I love you, my unicorns. Mwah! 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 Mwah!